Back to it. Polarizer. My lathe pieces. Need some more copper wire. Because I used it all to make vacuum tubes. In this pack, it's actually pretty hard to overmake stuff. You'll usually find a use for it later. The problem is did you overmake it while you had one of the worst recipes for it? And then wasted a bunch of resources you wouldn't have wasted if you took your time. This pack is just so punishing as you tech up. Just resource-wise. Even though you get a ton of resources later on. Because your ability to refine resources gets better and better. It was definitely not enough copper. I'm running low on black carpet. I'll have to go shear sheep. It's currently late at night. "86 buckets of liquid mana. 11 drums of creosote oil. So that's 176 buckets. Plus another 15. Stairs. Blood pendants. Can make various things with gas tiers. I need to get the village set up so it's protected better. Should also make some elevators. Yeah, it's too cold to handle. that means these are all actually empty. I can move all them really easily. One piece of Eternalist fuel. Which is otherwise impossible to get in this pack. And has no real EMC value because EMC values are very weird in this pack. Yeah, okay, good. I left the shears here. Let's see, I want to go check the magic area real quick. Well, these haven't grown much. Yeah, it is loaded. Hmm. Okay, got some more wool for carpets. Wrap wire. Still need 2 steel plates. Steel plates. Oh, I already had the pump. I didn't need to make one. But I still got to make one of these. It's the same difference whether I make it by hand or not. Need another steel plate. I made a bunch of steel foil by accident. That's annoying. Also forgot I was working on that galena. Bunch of steel I have to remelt. Should centrifuge the galena. To melter the steel because it won't cook. Oh. Grab a dolly. Centrifuge. Put the steel mix in or powdered steel in the melter. Set it back up for ingot casting. Those will recycle. And this is why I need to put in elevators finally. I kept the shears, didn't leave them. Probably go put them back. I forgot to mess with the wire before I... There we go. As long as one machine's running, this turbine should keep up. It's when multiple machines run that it has issues. But as long as I have a good battery buffer and there's a rest period, it should be fine. I need to just make another chest for unused machines at this point. That's a chest. That's a fluid drum. Yeah, it's working on that. Oh, I should have used that steel while it was liquid. I need another personal tank. Because the best way to make the tiny steel gears is to cast them. Sometimes it's 2 for 1. And actually, is it the same? Small one. No, it's 1 to 1 instead of 2 to 1. But the only thing that I currently have that melts steel is the melter, which takes a long time and is annoying to automate. It needs lava. And I don't really have an easy source of large amounts of lava. Next best thing is 2 ingots in the alloy smelter. Two tin wire and a motor. Piston. And I still haven't made the case. But I can now make wrought iron in the arc furnace. Two tin wire, which I need another one, and 2 glass. Make myself an extractor. I think this extractor can only do certain metals, is going to be the issue. It can't do all the metals. Some of them are locked behind, I believe, MV extracting. Fourth of an ingot. I was debating whether it was worth extracting the red foil, but it really isn't. Yep, that extracts that. Yeah, you have to have MV for steel. Chlorine and sulfur. There's some red alloy. I just need to make myself another thing. damn it, it's hot. I have to remember that's a hot one. So that will get me slightly better circuits. Oh, and then can this also do solder alloy? Yes, okay. Yep. That'll be nice to have too. Oh, I thought I needed... I needed liquid solder for... Or is this the wrong type of solder? Solder. Yeah, it has like no use besides liquid form. Oh, it's in the circuit assembler. I was looking in the wrong machine. I need to make myself a circuit assembler though, but I can't until I get to at least some basic NV circuit production. The other parts are LV except for this MV circuits. And the justification is you have to make the circuit machine smart enough to make the circuits. So it has to be smart enough to make the circuits from the level below. I know this is probably way off, but I wanted to double check. Pure biodiesel. Okay, so no matter what, it needs some sodium hydroxide, which is from salt water, which is brine. So that's not an issue. Seed oil, which is just extracted seeds. Lots of them. Menthol, ethanol. Let's switch out the seed oil for fish oil. Methanol, wood vinegar, or fermented biomass. Get other derivatives if you distillation tower it. Chem reactor, carbon dioxide, hydrogen. Gassy enriched egg. Gelled cryotheum in an MV chem bath, so I can't make that yet. And these are MV. Yeah, the distillation tower is HV. Yeah, that's all stuff I can't do till MV. So I'm pretty much done with LV metallurgy. Pretty much done with the basics of LV power. And that chemistry can't be done till MV. There's a sap that I could make into glue. Some of this you can't do until MV anyway. Even though it's in the low voltage part of the chapter. I mean, that requires engraver. Right, yeah. Pretty much this outside layer is all the advanced versions of each level. I'm not even to the more advanced version of my current tier. Oh, Steam's pretty much dead. Actually, let's suck down some of this creosote. Damn it. There's these fluid conduits. Set it to not insert for now. I want to get these set up extracting. Can I not reach this hatch now? Damn it. Guess I can only do 8 at a time. think it's, yes, it uses creosote over fuel. And the creosote's going dry. Now it's going to run on coke. This thing's already like half full. These interfaces don't like barrels. Yeah, that wasn't enough. I believe that when you have the throttle set, it goes all the way up to 100 and then it drops back down once it's hit full efficiency. Or no, it just stays throttled at half at 100% efficiency. Can you throttle this all the way? No, you can only throttle it down to 25%, which is 200 liters for 200 millibuckets per tick, which is still way more than I need at this rate, because that's 200 millibuckets is pretty much 4 of these steam turbines running flat out. I'm remembering the math right. It's at least 3, because that's 180. It's like 3.5. Forge hammer, alloy smelter, electrical compressor. Laser engraver, extruder, electrolyzer. Like this is showing the most important machine at each level, so you know which ones you should be producing. I'll need the blast furnace for aluminum to get to MV. If I make 40 motors, I'll get a bunch of parts, and if I make 16 circuits, I'll get a bunch of circuit parts. Let's see. Oh, that's full. So what happens when this gets full? Does it throttle at all? I don't think so. I think it just keeps burning. Yeah, it's just full burn. I got some galena to cook into lead. Timony. Yeah, it's 4-1. Which I need 2 of that. We need another set of tin wire. The last time I tried this pack, I actually tried to do a hot swap battery build where I just pump batteries everywhere. It was an idea. It wasn't a very good idea. I think I have enough sodium left. Yeah, it's 2 per. There we go. Full 16x sodium battery buffer. $1.2 million EU. And most machines take 32 per tick. The only downside is my turbine only puts out 32 per tick and eats 64 steam per 64 millibuckets of steam per tick. Yeah. Cobalt brass. Much brass. I should start ramping up. So I could make magical brass. I need a good source of instrumentum. Flint dust. Gets rid of the Perdido, but it's actually less than regular flint. Salt dust, red rock dust. Or I could find nether zinc. I guess I get a little bit from tin. Sapphirite or tetrahedrite. I can't ore double it. This only appears in veins in another. Hmm. No, that's double brass sheets. Industrial steam casings. Yeah, it's 2 to 1. 2. It's more that I'm trying to make sure I can make that other industrial coke oven. Improved coke oven. So it requires 18. Which requires 18. Yeah, I have just about enough. That would leave me with 3. What's the controller taker also? Oh, just bronze and glass. And pulled the trigger on that one. Yeah, I haven't quite got enough to... That the, I was hoping to find an idle that I could set this at. It wouldn't be too wasteful. But it currently is like... Even at 25% throttle, it's twice what I need. Or twice what I'm drawing. Because that was just to get the 3 batteries full. I'm trying to make sure I at least have one set of machines I need to automate. And then I just plan on going crazy until I've got all the automation lines set up. I think I still need the cutting machine. Which requires the buzz saw blade. Requires more cobalt brass. Cobalt. Problem was the aluminum dust. Because you get a... It's better to do aluminum, or you have to do a bunch of aluminum to get to MB. Most of it before that is electrolyzing. So nether bauxite. I think that's the only way to get this stuff. bauxite vein. Oh, and I can't do that till MV anyway. The LV recipes are green sapphire, Magellan, sapphire, yeah, not a ton. Centrifuge, ruby slurry, sapphire, slurry green. And that's all MV. What's this? This is almondine dust. Don't think there's any way to get these easily. If I was processing emerald ore, these are all just refining. That's one thing. You should never let yourself fall into the trap of, oh, I can just refine this other thing to get the item I need. Now, it should be by itself. Yeah, I have to do uh sapphire. Sapphire is the only way to do uh aluminum pre-MV. Luckily, I've been collecting a bunch of sapphire. Grab the mixer too. Sorry to say, I think my head's spinning here a bit, so I'm going to call it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.